EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Ready!
Now ETN to start the drive. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Lawrence. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have... as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Come on, set.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
ETN once more.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
97.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Steal. Just steal.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Taylor.
And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Hey, box up. Hey, high 7. Yo, back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence will throw. And that is is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Greg Dulcich,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Jaguars are able to move back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People kiss it on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And even 100 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On the counter, it's Taylor.
7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll try the left side with Taylor.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Let's go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Okay, ready? Hey, Alpha! Hey, you! Hey, you sit! You sit!
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll find Pittman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, set. Right. Green.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run here with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Let's go now. Right through.
2nd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 212 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On the ready.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
52 Glasgow. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Desmond Ridder
taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, That'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This will be caught. Judy.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Hey, box up. Hey,
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
43 rail. Blue striker.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Colts use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jerry Jeudy, 36 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On the set. Go on the ball. On the ball. Ready?
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Man, 222 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 2 on the play there, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Lawrence. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make
Put your head in the game.